Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Ufon. I am so excited about today's topic because it has to do with a particular group of people, which is African parents. So today we're going to look at African parenting and narcissists. After getting to know what narcissist means, I was like, this looks like what African parents do. A lot. So we're going to talk about it, and before we go there, I would like to say one thing about African people is that, number one, African parents don't like kids talking back at them. They don't like, a child to challenge their thought pattern. They don't like to be seen as if they are wrong or they don't know. And thirdly, they don't like, they say, don't watch your dirty linen outside. They don't like the bad things that happen, among them. That happen in the family to be said outside. And that gives them the right to continue doing this bad thing, in quotes, but somehow they might not know, or they might know, because I've come to realize that narcissists knows what they do. Narcissists, they know what they do. They just pretend as if they don't know, but they do know what they do. So we're going to look at, are all African parents narcissists? Yes, you saw that on the title, and I'm not kidding. We're going to look into it, and we're going to bring examples, and I'm not going to exempt myself. I'm going to share my experience, how it affected me as well. And it's okay to be vulnerable, because that is when I'll be able to connect with you guys, because this is my heart. My heart is to help parents raise healthy kids, because of what use it is to have children and you don't have a good relationship with them. So let's go. I'm going to start by saying that narcissist parents are often emotionally neglectful and abusive to their children, holding them to impossible and constantly changing expectations. In my first video about narcissists, I defined what narcissist means, and I also listed 10 signs you were raised by a narcissist. So today I would like to take the first 2 out of the list and discuss and apply it especially to myself first, and possibly bring examples of how it relates to African family. So for your information, this video, I'm gonna make it like a series because I don't want it to be too long. And because it was 10 signs, I'm going to take 2 in each video to apply it to African culture or African families, to help us to look into how these signs apply to us and how we can improve in our parenting. Once again, I'm not saying that African parenting is bad, but I'm saying that we can reason together and do better. So the first signs that I mentioned in that video was that their love for you was conditional. Applying it to myself, my mom showed conditional love towards me. She only loved me for what I can do for her, and she's still that person. And one of the symptoms of NPD, which is narcissistic personality disorder, is lack of empathy for others. Including their own children. My mom never had empathy for me. No period breaks, no breaks for, to read for my exams. She was emotionally neglectful and abusive. Yeah. So a narcissist is a user. They like to use people to get what they want. I was not the mother, but I was used to work, but I was used to do the job of a mother. A narcissist is a manipulator. They like to manipulate people to get what they want. That's right. For example, oh, all these boys are going to marry. You be the one to cook for your husband. I know. Yeah, so that was manipulating me to do the job of a mother. And I was a child as well. And a narcissist is a controller. They like to use people like remotes, controlling them. I suffered from a narcissist parent. So their love for you was conditional. They love you for what they can get from you. So that's my experience. I don't know about you. But I cannot say that this applies to all parents. No. There are parents that love their kids regardless, and that goes through all culture and race. Alright. Number 2. Somehow it was always about them. Absolutely. I'm sure in many cases your parents may have made you feel unheard, unseen, and invisible. For example, during moments like birthday or graduation, your parents may have found a way to make themselves the center of attention. They try to make sure that the child didn't work for what they achieved. They are the ones that made it possible. Dr. Amy Brunel, professor of psychology at Ohio State University, states that, I read, it's gonna be on the screen. So I didn't write this. This is written by a psychologist. So I read, because narcissists operate in an all-about-me fashion, the world revolves around them, their needs and desires. They continue to be selfish and expect others, including their children, to cater for them. So when their child does well, they take credit and brag about the child. And when the child struggles, they blame the child or others for it. They are controlling and they readily induce guilt in their children. They tend not to offer much by way of emotional support and validation. And the child quickly learns that the parents' goals are important, whereas their own goals are not. This is frequently because the parent is living their own lives through the child and the child's accomplishments. Absolutely. Can you relate? Hit the like button so that this video can spread to many people, especially African people. So, some examples of how narcissistic parents make everything about themselves are: number 1, conversations are always being about them instead of you. For example, oh, I am the one that made you to get that A because I always make you read. You know what I mean? The conversations are always being about them instead of you. Number 2, they take credit for your achievement. For example, you work hard to maybe get a particular thing. They will now say, oh, it was because of me that you got that job. It was because of me that you made first position. It was because of me that you did that. So they take credit for your achievement. Number 3, they created conflict or drama to draw attention to themselves. For example, they were like, oh, after all I've done for you, is that all I get? Just giving you food and paying bills for the house and buying clothes for you. Some parents take it as a very big deal, as if that's not supposed to be their responsibility, as if a 5-year-old should go and work and get money. I mean, they create conflict. I'm like, oh, after all I've done for you, is that all I get? That's a form of narcissist. And number 4, they made everything personal, even when it has nothing to do with them. And number 5, they always needed to one-up you when you achieve something. I mean, one-up means to take advantage of you when you achieve something. For example, I mean, when you work, you give me like 70% of your paycheck because I am the one that made you to get that job. If I didn't pay your school fee, you will not graduate and get that position. They always want to take advantage of you. So those are some examples of narcissistic parents and how they make everything about themselves. So, did any of that happen to you? Because I've seen that happen to a lot of African parents. For example, when they send their kids to abroad, I mean, they turn their kid to their retirement. I mean, I send you to abroad to make some money for me. Even, you know, when they send you to that abroad, their intention was for you to go and, you know, get a better life for yourself. No, they have interior motive. And we are going to get to learn more about that in our future series. Question of the day: did you have a narcissist parent? And let me know in the comments below how this applied to you. So make sure to stay with me, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon to notify you when I upload a new video, like the video, and make sure to stay with me because this is like a series and we're going to talk more about, you know, narcissist and African parenting. Like I said, the aim of this video is to help parents raise healthy kids, establish healthy relationship with their kids so that it will in turn pay them back. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.